JJ Solomon.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast.
It's your boy, Mr. RTBA, Mr. 214, Senor Dos, uno cuatro, Senor Dos, catorce, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. D Boys can't touch me on my worst day, right here with my dog, my brother from another, Mr. JJ Solomon. What's popping, my guy?
What is popping with you, my friend? Episode 60, bro.
It's the Spitball episode 60, man. What's popping?
60. Episode 60.
Cincinta. And man, it's Cinco de Mayo weekend, my guy.
Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody out there, man. Straight up.
Drinko de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo, Canelo weekend is always a great weekend for boxing. Cinco de Mayo. Real quick history lesson. A lot of people think Cinco de Mayo is Mexican Independence Day, and it's not. It's not. It's the Battle of Puebla. And Mexican Independence Day is in September 16th. So for some reason, Cinco de Mayo gets the bigger buzz and the bigger hype. Another reason to drink, another reason to celebrate, another reason to have some boxing, bro.
So let me ask you that. Why do you think Cinco de Mayo get more hype than Mexican Independence Day?
I mean, marketability. It sounds cool. Because September 16th, 16 de septiembre, that shit's hard to say, first of all. Like, think about it. We're lazy, bro. We're lazy. 4th of July, easy one to say, you know? Groundhog Day, easy. Cinco de Mayo, easy. 16 de septiembre, nobody's going to celebrate that. But you know what's cool? What else is cool? 16 de septiembre, that's my father-in-law's birthday, too. Since we're talking about it, and since we're talking about family, my brother-in-law's birthday was today. So happy birthday!
It's actually today now.
Well, we're doing a late night special, so it was May 3rd. So happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday! What's his name?
Adam.
Happy birthday, Adam, man. Yeah, I met him before.
Happy birthday to the brother-in-law. Yeah, man. But yeah, here we are. It's a special late night episode. Episode 60. We got crazy busy schedule, but we had to get in front of y'all to talk about the big fight weekend with obvious Canelo Munguia, man, and then obvious all the crazy stuff's been going on this week. So we're gonna get to it.
And some crazy stuff that's going on 10 minutes ago. Shout out to Captain Chaos, man. And some crazy stuff that just is going on right now as we speak.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, but Mr. Tank Davis and Errol Spence Jr. are beefing right now on Twitter. And listen, y'all heard it here first. So if you heard it here first, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Because look, this is the first time you're watching us, and we already giving you breaking news. So subscribe to the channel. Follow the page if you're following us on Twitter. If you're on IOTBA's page, take a quick second, or just fucking Corey, if you cool with it, just come on over to the Spit Bucket page. Hit that.
Everybody come over to the Spit Bucket and
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's our page. We're working on something big here, so we appreciate it. But yeah, Tank and Errol are fighting right now. Let's see, Jam. Hey, shout out to Jam, bro. Corey, you know how you always say across the pond. You salute folks from the 214 across the pond. This is our homie from across the pond, bro.
Shout out to my guy Jam from across the pond, the greatest boxing fans on planet Earth. Not as they would say us Yanks over here. Over there across the pond, greatest boxing fans in the world.
I just don't understand this the craze with the sweet Caroline. I don't get it, dog.
Ain't
Like,
that what Tyson Fury walk out to, cuz?
I mean, everybody they go crazy
Yeah.
for the song for fights. I don't understand. Hey, but listen, shout out to Jam because get this, bro. We did the Andre Ward autograph book giveaway, and he won it, but he was looking out for us and cost and all that shit. And he said, you know what, dog? Instead of sending it overseas and paying an arm and a leg, send it to my homeboy in Arizona. We sent it to the homie in Arizona. Good looking out, Jam. One more time, big salute to you, dog.
Salute, man.
Peter
That's honorable
Puritan,
right
sup
there.
with it? What's going on, dog?
Peter was popping.
Big supporter since day one. We appreciate you, bro. Big Mark Boxing, what's going on?
Big Mark was
What's up,
popping.
man? What's going on?
Oh yeah, shout out to them Dallas Mavericks. Hold up, JJ. Let me
Woo!
talk my talk, right? Because I've been talking my talk all year for the Dallas Mavericks. And JJ, you know this. I gotta really salute you though, because you gave me one of the greatest gifts I could get. You know, the Mavericks 2011 championship poster, bro. Like I truly appreciate that, right? So this is the thing right here. I told everybody the Mavericks was the truth. You know how I say truth, right, JJ?
Tell them again. Remind
TRUF, truth. And tonight we showed everybody from the 214 where we at to across the pond where Jam at how we coming. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. Beat the LA Clippers. Now we on to Oklahoma City. It's gonna be right up the road. So this series is both teams are gonna have their rest. Oklahoma been resting longer than us, but we got a full team now, JJ. We got Gafford, we got Lively, we got PJ Washington, we got Luca, Kyrie, you got Kleber, uh, it's just a lot of pieces there. Like shout out to Nico Harrison, our general manager, because I didn't know who this guy was. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know who he was a couple of years ago. And Nico has put it together. Will we win it all? Who knows? I picked Denver to repeat this year, JJ, but the Mavericks have shocked me. And now the Mavericks have showed everybody around the world who was the real deal.
Are you is getting past round one, beating the Clippers in 6 games? Is that a successful season or is it not? I don't want to sound like a loser, but as a diehard Mavs fan, would you say, look, we've had a successful season regardless of what happens past here now? Or are you
No,
saying is finals or bust, Western Conference or bust? What are you thinking?
no, I mean, you got to go to the finals. When you got two dynamic players like Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, man, and the supporting cast and new supporting cast we got at the trade deadline, it got to be to the finals. I'm gonna be even disappointed if the Mavericks lose the finals. Now, I do understand that Denver is the team to beat, right? Denver, and I even like Minnesota. But I picked Denver before the season, right? So it, I ain't gonna even say the finals. If the Mavericks could get to the Western Conference Finals, right? And if Denver be the team that beat them, then I can live with that because Denver is the absolute truth.
I agree
But
with that.
I'm telling you like this: the Mavericks are a team who could win it all. Jay. I
All right, all
promise you
right,
that.
all right, all right. Let's move it on one more time. Shout out to Jam. He said, "Bless up, good morning. We do love the Neil Diamond." One more time, sweet Caroline. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh. We appreciate you tuning in early in the morning. Toby Bartlett, salute, Mr. IOTBA from across the pond, 214.
salute, Toby.
We must address the bullshit. Big Mark, Boxing Savant says it's got to be Western Conference Finals, man. Yeah, I see it. Everybody, shout out to the entire chat, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. But, man, we got some shit to talk about. This is our Canelo Munguia fight pick episode. Before we get to the fight picks, it has been surprisingly, thanks to the 1992 gold medal winner, what is it? Six-time world champ, six
Yeah, six
time.
time.
Yeah,
That's good.
we
Like
have
six
some
time.
shit to talk about. It's been an interesting few days in the media and the presser and the weigh-ins. Before we get to our picks, Corey, what do you make of? We got to lead. I mean, Munguia hasn't given us much. Munguia looks like a kid who won some sort of contest and gets to hang out with his hero. He's just been hanging out with Canelo all week. But we got some juice. What have you thought about the De La Hoya Canelo beef this week, bro?
I loved it, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm all about beef. It's been my entirety. But it's beef is not good all the time, but in particular points, especially with this one, Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya is just a gift to all the real bosses of boxing, and that's the fans, right? They put on the show this week. I have no problem with what Oscar De La Hoya did. This guy, Canelo Alvarez, been throwing shots at Oscar De La Hoya for years. Uh, None of these newfound accusations. Oh, he robbed him and Golovkin for money. Canelo, where's this coming from? I ain't never heard you say that. Now all of a sudden, Canelo want to jump out the gym and say these newfound accusations and all this other stuff. I thought it was very distasteful for him to bring up this new accusation that we ain't never heard before. I think Oscar De La Hoya, it was his moment to shine because Oscar De La Hoya confident in his fight at Jaime Munguia, and I'm confident too. I think Jaime Munguia is a real player uh, in this fight. We're gonna make our picks at the end, but and I think Oscar De La Hoya going up there to talk to Canelo and get his get back. Everybody always got something to say about Oscar, bro. They always got something to say about Oscar. Everybody always want to pick at him, right? Because he is who he is. Oscar done went through his troubles. Everybody go through their troubles and have trials and tribulations. But you know what? It's good to pick on Oscar. So Oscar was wonderful in how he attacked Canelo at the press conference. How he came with that shirt. What did it say, JJ?
Eat more meat.
Eat more meat. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
Like,
god,
boom,
bro.
boom, boom.
Yeah, and
Salute to
shout
Oscar.
out to Peter Pearson. I think he hit the nail on the head. Canelo doesn't like when people bring up the drug test results. Look, I'm gonna say it, dog. Like, look, De La Hoya knew what he was doing. It was literally scripted. He was reading off the script. He knew exactly how to get to Canelo, bro. And bro, like Munguia ain't doing shit. Like, you gotta get the sorry, I got him mad here. He's getting under his skin, bro. And this could be a way to shift what happens in the fight. It really could. I know sometimes as fans or in the media, you read too much into the pressers, but we saw a angry Canelo, dog. We saw an angry Canelo. Like, he got in his face. He started bringing up old shit. The whole time, Oscar just, what he say? You know who your daddy is. He was in there, bro, and he got Canelo out of his element. And I think, Peter, you hit the nail on the head. Anytime you talk about the drug test, bro, anytime you talk about the PEDs, you lose it. He loses it, bro. And Canelo lost his composure, and Oscar De La Hoya won, Canelo 0, right? Like, I mean, that's what that looked like if you had to judge it.
No, I agree, 100%. I think you got to play uh these small tactics. I'm one of the best at doing them when it comes to the art of war, right? You got to know how to play your opponent, attack your opponent, bait your opponent in, and that's what Oscar De La Hoya did very, very well. And you can't do nothing but salute Oscar De La Hoya,
And
for bringing fire to this fight. Because everybody was disappointed. It wasn't Benavidez, right? But you know what's crazy? Canelo say he picked a better fighter. I don't know. I think you sent me that. Somebody
I
sent me
didn't
that.
send that to you. I wouldn't have
To
even been
where
in that
if
shit.
you look at like Benavidez one title defense, Munguia 5. Benavidez got 20 some KOs.
Oh, okay,
Munguia
okay. All right. Are we
34.
doing
I'm
this?
I'm just saying though, like Canelo say he chose the better fighter, right? Munguia never been knocked down. Benavidez have, right? So I mean, if you look at the numbers and statistics, I know they don't always matter, but if you look at the numbers and statistics, bro, like I was trying to tell people, yeah, be upset, but you can't get mad at this fight because
Then
Munguia
if you look
is.
at numbers and statistics, Dak Prescott should be MVP every fucking year.
n-
But anyways,
Uh,
that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. Listen, I wanted to go back to the Golden Boy shit. Oh yeah, yeah, Jan mentioned it earlier. The paperwork is sent. He got under Canelo's skin, and now Canelo's looking at a defamation lawsuit. He's got here is a cease and desist, basically saying don't say that shit again, and you have to retract everything you said. Otherwise, you're getting sued. Uh, mind games. It could hit. Imagine Canelo having to write Oscar a check for running his mouth, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Canelo has been. I know this probably giving. I'm probably giving the vibe that I'm pissed off and Canelo and shit. And listen, I am.
like always, like always.
I am. I am that we're here. I am that they're trying to hype this fight up to us. We all know that they are. Listen, just 6 years ago, Nevada State Athletic Commission said that Munguia wasn't ready for Golovkin. When is the last time you seen somebody say, no, we're not going to let him fight? Just 6 years ago. And now you mean to tell me, and that was at 160 pounds. Now you mean to tell me 6 years later, keep in mind, Munguia was 30-0 when that happened. 6 years later, now all of a sudden he's ready to come and steal the torch from
Oh yeah,
Canelo?
oh yeah,
You
yeah.
want me
Just
to
like it,
believe that this fight is
yeah, yeah,
the best
yeah,
fight
yeah.
for Canelo?
No, it might not been the fans' choice, but who care about the fans? Because at the end of the day, they just fans. They ain't going to the fights. They ain't buying no tickets. They just talking shit. They ain't covering it. They ain't doing none of that. They just talking shit over the internet. So who care about what the fuck the fans want? Now, if people out here think this ain't no real fight, they crazy. And like you said,
It
JJ,
is a real fight. I
six
got my
six
picture
year
coming up.
6 years later, right? 6 years later, right? We know he wasn't ready for Golovkin back then. I mean, do we not like the truth?
I ain't seen some shit like that ever happen.
No, I know. I
And then
just
the
like
next fight, he becomes world champ at 154. I ain't never seen some shit like that happen.
I mean I mean I get it, but like right now, like you said, the tactics. Where's Canelo mind frame? Going into this fight because Oscar De La Hoya half rattled him. Munguia, they have a common thing in common. They just had fought the same opponent, John Ryder. Munguia looked way more better in that fight against John Ryder than Canelo did. We seen not the same Canelo. I know all the Mexicans and Mexicanos of Viva Mexicos around the world want to think that Canelo gonna be Canelo forever, but he's not gonna be that guy forever. And we seen that in that John Ryder fight, JJ. We seen slippage in that guy, and we seen Munguia go in there and do his thing and stop that guy.
I'm going to say this. We know that when somebody fights Canelo, they bring their best game. Period. That's what happens when you're at the top. You're facing everybody's best game. The guy we saw fight Canelo, John Ryder, is not the same John Ryder that fought Munguia. It's not. It's not even close. Like it was a different guy. That not and that's not. There's a whole bunch of shit I'm about to comment. I want to holler at Big No Gaming. Big No Gaming is said, yo, can we do picks for the whole fight card, please? I'm trying to do a parlay. Hey, hit me on the Twitter, dog, the Spit Bucket. I still haven't looked at the fight odds, but I'm going to. And I usually have my bets ready for the episode, the fight pick episode. This one I don't. So hit me up on there and I will let you know. And I will never advise a bet that I wouldn't make. So I'll just let you know that. Mr. Banana says, yo. Jam, one more time. Canelo old man Munguia in this fight and wins almost every round, in my opinion, fellas. A boss show from a true great of the game and sentiment. Yeah. We could see, I think I saw my dad yesterday, when Mayweather did the Canelo, I mean, just he's too young. Holler, Johnny Boy. Peter Puritan. Canelo was coming off inactivity and injury. I wouldn't put too much stock into it. Just the spit bucket, bro. We're on, just look at us. Look for us up on the spit bucket. We're at TSB podcast official. But if you just search the spit bucket, you'll fit it on there. Um, but hold on, I was gonna go back to something about Oscar and Canelo again. I do want to say this because I'm Mr. Unbiased, and I claim and I pride myself in seeing all angles, right? And yeah, I think Golden Boy was right. Canelo should put some respect on Oscar's name, but in the same breath, bro, we remember about 10 years ago where there was a mass exodus of people leaving Golden Boy, and there was one person that stayed. Let me finish.
Mhm.
And one person that stayed, and that person really helped Golden Boy stay afloat in Golden Boy's toughest days. Now, don't get me wrong. In this beef, in this battle, I side with Golden Boy. I side with Oscar. I will, because I appreciate what Oscar did as a fighter, and I appreciate what Oscar's doing now as a promoter. But I'm saying there needs to be a little bit of acknowledgement that Canelo did help keep Golden Boy afloat when he decided to stay there and make the big fights that he was able to make with Oscar.
No, that's true. I agree with that 100%, but I think it was like even kill because Canelo understood that De La Hoya had his best interest compared to anyone else.
Hey, real quick, PYP Boxing, what's up? We're here at the Zone Red Out. Everyone said what's up. They're watching in the
What
lobby,
up,
bro.
though? What up at the
We
Red
appreciate
Owl?
you.
Shout out
And
to
we
everybody up there, man.
and shout out to Red Out Boxing putting on great
Hey,
events.
we got to come back, bro. Like, when is the next fight down there
No, there was
in
one
Houston? What was
last
that in Houston?
yeah, it was in Houston, bro. That was a night.
Yeah.
That was yeah. But shout out to him, bro. But yeah, what I was saying about Golden Boy and there needs to be a mutual respect. I hate to see the beef. I hate to see it. They need to understand that both of them were important for each other. Big picture, though, come on, dog. Oscar's been through it all. Oscar's been through it all. Canelo, you just gotta, you just gotta. I mean, when you're sharing the stage with Oscar De La Hoya, dog, you're not always going to be the superstar. And I think that
You
bothers
know.
Canelo. You know what?
Hmm.
Nobody was ever going to come and upstage Oscar De La Hoya on an Oscar De La Hoya press conference. Nobody was ever going to upstage Floyd Mayweather in a Floyd Mayweather press conference. You know who got upstaged this week? Canelo Alvarez by the Golden Boy, bro.
Yeah, and I agree with you what you said about it do need to be a mutual respect. They did help each other, but you got to understand, uh, Canelo holding on to something and you been gone, fam. Like this is my thing right here with Canelo. Why is you still doing business with this dude if you got such a problem with him, fam? Like if you really don't like this dude, you ain't trying to make no money with this dude or help this dude make no money. So obviously, bro, you need to cut out the shenanigans, right? I'm tired of that. Canelo is starting to get on my nerve with these shenanigans.
And
Like
you're a
you don't
big
like,
Canelo supporter.
yeah, and like this is he getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
I know all my Hispanic people around the world are gonna get mad, but I don't care.
No,
Y'all got to eat this up.
you
Y'all got to
support
eat
him
this
more
up.
than yeah. And listen, bro, it's
I,
not just it's not. Oh my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
no, I'm tired of his shenanigans, bro. Like, dude, you don't like Oscar De La Hoya, but you want to get money with this dude, right? You on the same fight card as this dude, right? You've been the one talking all this shit about Oscar De La Hoya, and you've been gone for years, bro. And you still got that on your mind. But that leads to your point, JJ. I never thought about that until you just said that. Like, nobody, unless you Floyd, even not that, it's kind of equal at the time that they was doing it, or well, it wasn't even equal because Oscar was the A side.
Oh, big time, bro. No, Floyd.
So
Yeah.
nobody ever upstaged Oscar, like ever, bro. This look, Floyd may have went on to make the most money, but Oscar De La Hoya was always the A side
Hmm.
in any opponent that he fought first. Like Mayweather took that away from him.
Yeah, he passed
Salute
the
to
torch.
Mayweather. But like you said, I never thought of that. Like
Canelo got
you,
upstage. He
you
got
can't you can't
upstage and it pisses him off, bro. It eats at him because he wants to be that guy. And listen, salute to Canelo. He is the guy. And I think he is the face of boxing right now. I thought about a few days ago, Ryan was pushing for him. Tank was pushing, but Ryan we're going to talk. Oh, by the way, y'all please stay tuned. Don't get bored with Canelo talk because we got a lot of Ryan Garcia shit we're going to talk about. And we're keeping an eye on this Errol Spence thing. So y'all stay tuned. I don't want to lose y'all on this Canelo shit, but there's a little bit I want to talk about too. When you asked why is he still doing business with Canelo or with Oscar, the answer is easy because he has to, because Munguia is all that's left, if you even want to call it that. You got David Benavidez there who works with the people he loves. He loves PBC apparently. Why not work with Benavidez? The only reason he's working with Oscar is because he wants to. He avoiding the other shit that bad. And I'm careful when I say this because shit, there'll be a whole damn gang of Canelo fans. I think Canelo beats Benavidez right now. I do. I don't know why the hell he's avoiding him. I don't know why. I don't think he's scared. I think he's stubborn as hell. Which leads me to my last question about Canelo Alvarez to you. I know you're getting annoyed with him, but I want you to get back in his super fan mode. Why is Canelo? He keeps saying, I want to do what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do now. I earned the right to do what I want to do.
it's true.
My question is, why is what Canelo wants to do so different than what the fans want to do? Like it's so different. More than any boxer I have ever heard of, including Floyd Mayweather in the late part of his career, he is so different than what the fans want. I don't understand.
Because y'all a little mustard seed of fans. Canelo Canelo have a wide range of fans who love him, bro. And like my guy Mosquito Spray was telling me, like we talk about Tank Davis and Terrence Crawford and every other fighter, when Canelo Alvarez is the real creme de la creme of boxing, bro. He earned that. That's one thing I'm not gonna
You're not
take away from
answering my
Canelo.
question. I'm asking why is his wish list so different than the boxing fans? Hey, shout out to Joseph Heron. Hey, shout
Shout out
out
to
to
Joseph.
Joseph. Hey, I always wanted to take a second to say this, Joseph. And I'm glad you're on right now. Salute to you, man. You gave me the ability. So salute to Corey for giving me the opportunity to partner with him. But the very, very first fight we were credentialed to, it was because of you, man. I've always wanted an opportunity to publicly thank you. I've told you thank you behind the scenes, but I appreciate you, man. I wanted to make sure you knew that. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I know it's late, brother. But anyway, you didn't answer the question. Why is his list always so different than
I,
what we want?
oh look, I did answer the question. I said because y'all a little mustard seed of fans compared to the wide range of fans that Canelo reached. Now, is it distasteful in the little mustard seed of fans who don't want to see this? But it's not distasteful into all the other Canelo fans who want to see Canelo, JJ.
They want to see Canelo, but man, he's losing his fans. Listen, my father-in-law was is a big time Canelo fan. He's very disappointed with not only his decision on Munguia, but also the way he's been acting this week. And bro, like, there's a possibility of Jamal Charlo next. What I keep hearing, bro. Like, what will that be the point where you say enough is enough, or are you going to give him a pass for that too? Like the word on the street is very hot that he's fighting Jamal next. At some point, you got to say, "Come on, dog."
Nah, I don't think that's true because Jamal going through too much. He just said the other day he don't want to do this no more. He was about to. He don't want to do it no more. And you know you can't do nothing but respect that. So
And I do
I
too.
don't.
I do too. But I really hope
I
Canelo
don't.
doesn't try to
I don't
wave
believe that.
money in
That's.
front of him,
But see, this the thing right here.
which will make
Like
that even worse.
I know, but I know, like Benavidez ain't no high commodity to me, bro. Like he is a fight out there that but he ain't like Canelo don't got to fight you right now. Who is you to tell Canelo when he got all these other guys right here that he could fight? Like Benavidez and all the people around the world who think that's fight. And I'm not mad if that fight happened. Like I ain't gonna lie, out of all these fights, I wanted that fight, but I said I can't get mad at the Munguia fight. I can't get mad at the what's the Puerto Rican guy name?
Berlanga?
Uh Berlanga. If he fought
Oh
Berlanga, JJ, if you're
no.
a number one, listen, just I understand, but if you're the number one contender in that weight class, how can you get mad at that, right? Benavidez should have still been champion, JJ. Like this come from you know him not like he should have still been in position, and this shouldn't even be no question. Do I want the David Benavidez fight? Yeah, I do, but I don't want y'all out here to tell me or tell my guy Canelo that if he won $150 million, he can't get it. Now hold up. When Floyd said he won $100 million, like were people out here crying about it, or did you see all the people clapping their hands, stomping their feet, and shouting for joy? Now what's wrong with Canelo asking for 150 million? Y'all know this is years later. Y'all know the coins go up, the prices go up, and you could get more. So when people like so blasphemy talking about Canelo asked for 150, now if everybody telling me that Canelo versus Benavidez is the biggest fight in boxing, how is that blasphemy for Canelo to be asking for 150 mil?
See,
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
Hey, listen, and I will say this, and I hope for the whatever this number is, it says we have 58 watching. People are watching. I want y'all to understand this. What he just said, Corey, about comparing it to Floyd. You were okay with it when Floyd was doing it, and you're okay with it when Canelo's doing it. I'm totally cool with that. As long as you keep the same energy. Me, I hate it when Floyd did it, and I hate it when Canelo does it. I'm keeping the same energy. My problem is when the Floyd haters are cool with Canelo's actions, and when the Canelo haters are cool with Floyd's action. It's the same shit, in my opinion.
No, see, this the thing right here, JJ, and like people be scared, to run away from stuff, but I wouldn't be me. Because I don't never run from it. I run to it, right? You know, the black folk, they had their turn with Mayweather, right? On top. That's just the truth. And they could clap their hands, stomp their feet, shout for joy, stick their chest out, you know. Now, the Mexican folks, Hispanic folks, it's their turn to shine. So
Well, who gives
the
a
black,
shit? I'm
no,
talking
I
about
know. I'm
boxing
just,
fans.
I'm just keeping it honest. Black folks got the flex. Now the Mexican folks flexing.
Listen, so before we make our picks, I want to say two things that I do acknowledge. At the end of the day, this is Canelo's job. If me, you, every single person on this chat, every person who's ever been as a guest, every person who's ever watched, every person, if they gave you an option to make the same money or more money with a little bit less of a resistance, we're gonna make it. We're gonna do it, right? If they say, "Hey, Corey, I'm gonna pay you X amount of dollars to sit on your ass and stay at home for 5 days, and I'm gonna pay you the same amount of dollars to drive through traffic and come to the office for 5 days," what are you gonna do? You're gonna pick it, right? You're not gonna
Stay at
do the
home.
more honorable thing, right? So, in my opinion, Canelo's in. This is his job. This is how he feeds his family. This is how he feeds his kids and their
Nah,
grandkids. Let me
that's what
finish.
black folk. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me finish. Hold on. So the answer to my question, why his list is always so different than our list, is because it's the path of least resistance where he is still going to cash out. That's the answer to the question. All of us want the path of least resistance. Who gives a shit? No, he's not going to get paid extra money by taking the path of more resistance.
Well, then why you
So
complaining about it then, JJ? Why you complaining?
I know the
Why
answer
you
to the
saying?
question, and
But why you complaining though?
hate the answer to the question.
But why you complaining about it if you know that's what it is, JJ? See, this the thing right here.
Because
The
don't call
Mexican
yourself the face of boxing. Don't
look.
call yourself the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. Listen, I had a conversation with somebody who was very close to me,
It's
who I'm not going to
personal,
say
ain't
his
it?
name. And
It's personal, huh?
he said this. He said he was trying so hard to hype up the Munguia fight. He said that this Munguia Canelo fight is a 50-50 fight. In the same sentence that he told me that Canelo is the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. You can't put those two in the same sentence. The greatest Mexican fighter of all time is not going to have a 50-50 fight against Jaime Munguia, the guy that just
and listen, I'm sorry, look, Mexican folks, Julio Cesar Chavez not the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. You may love him to death, but he's not. The
I
dude
didn't say
record was
that. I didn't say that.
I'm saying
But I can list
Canelo.
more that are greater than Canelo.
Yeah, and I know you can, but look, this is what I'm saying right here. The Mexican folks pissed me off when they was mad at Floyd. The black folks pissing me off now because they mad at Canelo. Deal with it. This is a part of life. Y'all know how the game go in boxing, bro, or in anything. If you got leverage, you're going to use it, right? And like, y'all need to stop. This is how it go.
Yeah, let me hit some of these comments real quick before we get into these picks. Let me go back. Jam said he doesn't want to give Benavidez a payday. I think that's the answer too. I don't think he's afraid of Benavidez. I think he just don't want to pay him. Just like the same shit with Errol with Keith Thurman and Canelo with Andre. Like
Hold up, put that back up. Jam said what?
He doesn't want to pay him. He doesn't want to give Benavidez a payday. He clearly pissed him off, and probably has something to do with Oscar.
No, Jam, you got to stop this. Stop. It ain't that he don't want to give Benavidez a
I
payday. Y'all
agree
got to
with
stop
it.
this.
That's the
No,
only
I don't.
reason.
No, I don't. That's Canelo. Canelo want 150 M's, like he said. If you got 150 M's, if this the so-called biggest boxing fight in the world, give him 150 M's and he'll take the fight.
You hear that, Turk? So I hope Turk is watching. You think Turk's watching the Spit Bucket podcast? Come on, Turk. I hope he's watching. Toby Bartlett, Berlanga's super confident. He's getting the winner in September. I see the same confidence, and I'm disgusted with it. Okare says he's perfectly fine with Berlanga. Hey, I love.
So you mad if he get Berlanga?
What do you mean if Berlanga gets
So
him? I'm mad.
so you mad?
I'm
If
not mad.
Canelo take
Listen,
that fight.
my anger for Canelo fell off. It's not even anger no more. I lost emotion for Canelo when he wanted to fight Makabu. When he talked about fighting Makabu, I was like, all right, bro, I'm done with it. I'm done.
And when we see him at JJ, it really pissed us off when we was in Ohio? Yeah, Ohio, and we seen Makabu fight in person.
Oh my goodness!
We were like, "Geez, this
that
the
was
guy
a fun week
Canelo
that we
was the
spent
fight."
with Don King and his family. Toby, hold on. I had one that World Week was going to say. Peter Beard and 150 million is unrealistic. Hey,
no, it's not.
I had one more. No, World Week was going to talk about. Yes. Julio Cesar Chavez, Salvador Sanchez, the greatest Mexicans of all time.
Salvador Sanchez is the greatest. It ain't no Julio Cesar Chavez, and I say that respectfully. He won. I guess you could say he one of them.
Yeah,
but Julio Cesar Chavez had a super padded record, bro. Like, and this is no disrespect.
No, and I agree, and it's a conversation we need to have. We need to have the 87-0. Obviously, there was a lot of cushion there, like you said, but great is a different word. Like, for example, Emmitt Smith to me is the greatest running back of all time, but Walter Payton. No, listen, hear me out. Walter Payton, way better running back. Barry Sanders, way better running back. Eric Dickerson, way better running back. But for me, great is all encompassing. Great means like I endured. I went through injuries. I went through shitty years. Like I it's a big picture thing. Emmitt Smith may not have been the most talented or the most or the fastest or the, but he was great, like great. And that's why the
There's a
Chavez conversation for me, like
there's a
it was.
there's a
I'm
Emmitt
not
Smith.
saying he was the
No,
greatest.
no, Emmitt Smith was a great running back, but he definitely was not the greatest. Emmitt Smith, like I'm from Dallas. We from Dallas. But look, and I'm gonna just say this: Barry Sanders had 15,000 yards in 10 years. Like that's all I gotta say. In 10 years, like
But you know what
when
greatness?
and then no, but
Stick
listen though,
around
JJ.
through it then.
No, but listen, Barry Sanders, they never. If Barry Sanders had the leadership Detroit got now, then it would have been smooth for him. What you want a guy to do? He did 10 year. Barry Sanders is the singular greatest
I'm saying
running back to
you're talking
ever play
about
football.
the most skilled running back. I'm talking about great. It's almost like when you're talking about like women, the word beautiful for me is like the word great when we're talking about running back. You have hot, sexy, cute, pretty, but beautiful is like all encompassing. You know what I mean? Beautiful, I could put up with your bullshit. Like beautiful is everything. For me, great means I endured. I went through ups and downs. I played with shitty teams. I played with good teams. That's what I'm talking about. Like, like
JJ, listen,
Joe said, hey,
Emmett
Barry
Smith,
Sanders is a quitter. Joe
man, JJ, JJ, listen. Emmitt Smith had a great offensive line. He had great receivers. He had a great quarterback, bro. He had everything tailor made for him to be able to be good, bro. Like Emmitt Smith has the all-time leading record, which may never get touched.
it
But
won't.
he's if he Emmitt Smith had the most help of any running back of all time.
Yeah. Hey, and real quick for overseas, bro, UK, this is cool because they're not real familiar with football, NFL. He said, "Who's our teams?" Let it be known we are both from Dallas, and we are both big Dallas Cowboys fans. And I don't know how much y'all know over on the other side, but the Dallas Cowboy fans here, like Dallas Cowboys, I don't know
JJ, we
about proud of it,
know
but it's
JJ,
like
they know the Dallas
I mean
Cowboys.
it's I mean, dude, you either hate them or you love them. Like Floyd Mayweather got filthy rich because people were just buying his pay-per-views to hope he loses. It's the same shit with the Cowboys. You either hate them or you love them. All right, but hey,
Only thing is,
oh
it's
man.
free.
Hey, so let's get to this week's picks. Correct.
Yeah.
Go first.
No, you go first.
All right, here's what I'm gonna say, man. This is I'm not gonna overthink this. Like my pick is Canelo by knockout. My pick is Canelo by eight or nine knockout. Right? It's an easy pick. It's a safe pick. Most Canelo fights, it's just kind of how it goes. And I tell you what, at first I was just not interested in this fight whatsoever. Like I just wasn't, man. I talked to my pops about it, and he was telling me why I should be excited. Talked to my father-in-law, which obviously I'm sure y'all are starting to pick up. Those guys are two my boxing resources all the time. But man, there's a potential for this fight to be good or competitive, right? If I'm Munguia, if
So
I'm
you got
Munguia,
Canelo.
I got Canelo. Let me just break this shit down though, real quick. All
Let
right.
me pick my pick first,
Oh yeah, make your
and
pick.
then
Yeah,
you
go
break
ahead.
it down.
Yeah.
I got Munguia. I got Munguia, and I think Munguia is gonna hurt Canelo badly. I don't know if he's gonna stop him, but I know it's gonna be clear on the cards. Yeah, I got Munguia.
Hold up, let me do something. Corey, let's do it again. Hey, Corey, who do you got for the fight tomorrow?
I got Hami Munguia. I think the Oscar De La Hoya, like you stated earlier, JJ, he done played these tricks with Canelo. It's all in his head. Like if he see Canelo, it just bothers him. And the Golden Boy is gonna be out there, JJ. You hear me? He's gonna see him, and when Munguia lands some punches on him, Canelo gonna look over his shoulder and see the Golden Boy smiling from cheek to cheek. Uh, I seen slippage in Canelo. Like, I could be wrong. This is Canelo. But I think Jaime Munguia, this is his moment. And I sang here. They say the stars at night are big and bright. And I think that Jaime Munguia is going to be able to shock the world.
All right, so all right, dog. That is interesting. And listen, I'm gonna be honest, dog. Like there is a route. At first, I was like, this fight is stupid. When I heard the 50-50 shit from that one person I was telling you, I was like, that's ridiculous. Blah, 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 all that shit. Canelo is a strong dude. Canelo's taking punishment from some of the toughest. I mean, he's taking Triple G's best shots. And in my opinion, Triple G, his shots were Tyson-esque, but that's a different conversation. He's been in there with Kovalev. I thought this fight was just going to be simple, but I got to thinking about it. Again, I'm gonna stand by my pick. I'm gonna stand by my pick, but I also don't want to be one of those guys that's like, no, there's no way, whatever, whatever. If Munguia's got Freddie Roach in his corner, Freddie Roach is brilliant. I know he's getting old, and there might be some disabilities that may start to affect him a little bit. But if Munguia can figure out a way to not get carried away, if I'm Freddie Roach, every round, I'm not even talking strategy. I'm reminding Munguia, like, stay focused. Stay with the game plan. Don't turn this into a slugfest. Munguia is taller. He's longer. Munguia could keep him off. We do know that Canelo is inactive as hell, man. He's not active. If Munguia can stay active in Canelo's inactivity and stay away from the fucking brutal, what Canelo does, I see a route where Munguia can win by decision. I don't see Munguia hurting him. But with all that being said, bro, I just don't see Munguia having the IQ or the discipline once it gets going. Plus, I think it's gonna take 2 or 3 rounds for him to adjust to the bright lights. Like that's gonna affect him, bro. Like it's Canelo. We see how much he respects Canelo. It's gonna
I
leak into
mean,
it's gonna leak
JJ,
into the
just
fight.
just because you respect somebody don't mean you don't want to punch them in their mouth.
We'll see tomorrow. We'll
Like
see.
Jaime Munguia, he is the same guy from the start that he is today. Canelo is the one you look at, right? But your idols go to your rivals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Munguia done worked his way up there now, and he's the younger, stronger fighter, clearly, in my opinion. Right now, Munguia is the younger, stronger fighter. I think his high energy and durability is more. He's never been knocked down. He could take a punch. I think Freddie, like you say, Freddie Roach is one of the smartest men in the business. So he got a game plan for Munguia, and Munguia is going to go in here and work his game plan, and I think he's going to be successful that night. JJ, this is what we need in boxing. I'm a big Canelo guy, but I truly think this is the year of the upsets, and because like you say, nobody think Munguia gonna beat Canelo, but I do. I think I don't see slippage on Canelo. I don't see the same guy throwing with ferocious power. I see a guy who just throw fighting spurts. Now he back to that old Canelo.
Exactly.
He back to the old Canelo, right? Now, like you say, and then Munguia got a chin. He showed that. And then Canelo ain't the same guy who used to hit as hard as he used to, right? And I'm telling you, you might think this is a joke. You better look at them 2 fights. Yeah, Canelo knocked him down, but Munguia finished him.
I don't want to tell you what I think about those fights, and I don't want to disrespect the sport of boxing, but I have my very strong opinions on what I think happened with the John Ryder fight. I really do, and I have those opinions. I had those opinions before the fight. I said this: they're gonna this fight is gonna end a certain way, and they're gonna start saying Munguia. And I didn't document this because I don't like this. I don't like this shit. But the fact that it unfolded the way it popped in my head, where Munguia was going to knock out Ryder, and then the narrative was going to be, well, Munguia stopped Ryder. I have text messages behind the scenes. Like I said, I don't want to disrespect the sport of boxing. I have my thoughts on what happened with the John Ryder fight. So I'm not letting that affect it too much. But Craig, I want to finish with the predictions. Before we jump into the Ryan Garcia shenanigans, I made my pick with Canelo knockout. But here's the thing. We've seen these 4 things happen in boxing that I really believe could happen on Saturday, even though I picked Canelo to win. And I want y'all to tell me, whoever's watching, I want y'all to tell me out of these 4, what is the most likely to happen? All right. I've seen a fighter get old overnight after a lot of money and a lot of beatings. I've seen a fighter get old overnight. Like De La Hoya said, when you're sleeping in silk pajamas, it's hard to just get up and grind the way you used to. We've seen fighters get old overnight. That can happen Saturday. We've seen a fighter overlook an opponent. Canelo's Canelo. Munguia's Munguia. I don't give a shit what Canelo's telling the fans. There's a possibility he could overlook Munguia. We've seen that happen. That could happen Saturday. We've seen people get too emotional in fights. Oscar De La Hoya has poked all the right buttons. Canelo's reading all of the social media. He's seeing it all. Canelo could be super emotional to be in front of the entire country of Mexico. And then the last one, we've seen robberies. And I'm going to take you guys back to this. And I love my homies at Golden Boy. But Triple G, Canelo won. When Canelo was fighting for Golden Boy, and we saw what happened. All right. Well, now Munguia is fighting for Golden Boy. Canelo is not only is he, Canelo is the enemy. Canelo is, can you imagine what this would do to Golden Boy? Not only on a personal level for Oscar and Canelo, but for the company, to be the company that's representing the guy that knocks off Canelo. We've seen robbery.
But let me ask you a question. You said robbery. That fight was a close fight. I thought Golovkin won, but it was a close fight though, JJ.
Come on, man. Come on.
No. Didn't I just tell you I thought Golovkin won?
90% of people who saw that fight thought they won.
Yeah, of course, because
the other 10% did not have eyeballs.
Yeah, because this soft ass world like the guy who smile and say, "Oh, I'm Triple G," and club.
No, bro, no. I was about to get beat up by my dad for thinking Triple G won that fight. Trust me, I did not want to think Triple G won that fight. Triple G won that fight. So that's what I'm saying. Emotion, getting old overnight, overlooking your opponent, or some sketchy shit on the judge's card. And I'm not saying Jaime can't win on the scorecards straight up. I think that's his only way he can win, to be honest. But I'm saying I could see some sketchy shit. I wonder if one of those 4 will happen tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, he never been down. He's a more active fighter inside the ring and outside the ring. He's the more active guy. Like if Canelo, this is the thing right here. If Canelo can't hurt Munguia, Canelo gonna have a long night, and that's what I see. Look. This guy has never been hurt, never been knocked down, right? And he's been groomed to be in this position for a long time, JJ. I'm telling you, if Canelo cannot hurt Jaime Munguia,
Final pick.
Jaime Munguia is going to win this
Final
fight.
Pick.
Jaime Munguia.
Decision?
I don't think Canelo can hurt him.
So you saying Munguia decision?
I'm gonna say decision, but the reason why I think it could probably be an early stoppage is because, like you say, everything that's been going on. You know, Canelo, Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo head. Canelo could be out there over trying and do. I'm telling you, like you say, that play is part. We've never seen Canelo, like you say, get as rattled as Canelo is now, bro. That could play a huge part. I'm gonna pick the decision to give Canelo, the credit, but I will not be far-fetched if Munguia slip in and get this fight stopped.
And my pick, just to reiterate, Canelo 9th round stoppage. Ref stops it, corner stops it. I think deep down, you see, I like to think, I don't like to just think about the X's and O's sometimes. I like to think about the mindset too, man. And deep down inside, I think Munguia, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Munguia realizes there's an opportunity of a lifetime to go in here and win this. But
You
a lot
don't
of
think
times,
he think
I hope he does. But man, it's too easy to think, man. I'm fighting Canelo, the boogeyman, and I think he might be happy with just being there. I hope I'm wrong, but I can see it
No, but
stop.
see, this the thing right here. Ain't nobody happy to be there. Everybody know Canelo is the man. So when you know somebody is the man,
Andre rushing us to make our picks over here. I got Canelo correct. Andre said Canelo TK around. Yeah, my bad. I was taking my sweet ass time. I'm saying ninth round, and Mr. IOTBA on that bullshit again.
no, I think this the year of gold. I think this the year of golden boy, bro.
Shit. Now speaking of, we're gonna transition.
Hold up. Quick time out real quick, JJ.
Quick time out. We're gonna holler real quick at a quick. Let's pay some bills real quick.
We all have battles. We fight. We train. We work. We persevere. And we celebrate. We are all one.
I can't do anything if I can't walk in my prosthetic. It's a lot of pain that I feel throughout my day. It can be very intense. Now I just put that balm over it and it will heal up much faster and it will let the callus recover. That's amazing. It is a total game changer. I am hooked. I am absolutely, I'm just hooked.
Life is hard. KO makes it better. KOCBD.com.
We back. Now, like you said, speaking of golden boy, Jay.
Speaking of golden boy, bro, it was the golden boy victory lap for a while. It was the Ryan
For 2 weeks.
Ryan Garcia with President Trump. Ryan Garcia
For 2 weeks.
chilling with Prime Time. 2 weeks. It's just been. We going to Disneyland, mama, and then we saw the news. And please stay tuned because listen, I've been getting my ass ripped on Twitter. Listen, I try my best to keep our thoughts like neutral, but a lot of times it's my opinions on Twitter, so I will acknowledge that. But I've been getting ripped up on Twitter. But you made a very similar video today and you posted on our IG. So listen. Ryan Garcia, PEDs. It was too good to be true. I don't even know where. I have so much to say. I have so much.
I'm listening. I'm listening, Jay.
Like, where do I start? Like, where do you want me to start?
Wherever you want to.
All right, listen, guys. I got a lot to say, and at one point tonight, I hope some of y'all screen record me because I want to talk to. I got a lot to say about Ryan Garcia. Not actually, you know what? I don't, because listen, what is going on? What is going on where we have to be like, hey, should you believe him or not? Listen, right now, as it stands, he failed a drug test. And I know everybody loves to love their favorite boxers. Just a few months ago, we were having the exact same conversation about old Miss Cutie, Alicia Baumgartner. Alicia Baumgartner had her fan base saying, no, this is an injustice. She's wrong. She's wrong. Listen, copy, paste, copy, paste. Every single time somebody pops, they say they got set up. When the hell are we going to learn? So first of all, for the folks, and I'm going to screen record this later for the folks who don't understand what the hell I'm saying on Twitter, because I got something to say about the other side and they're confusing everything. Ryan Garcia failed a drug test. And me, I can't speak for Correa, me, when you ask me, well, do you believe him? I'm never going to put myself in a position where I say, well, I believe that one, but I don't believe that one. That one fights for Golden Boy, so I do definitely believe him, but I don't believe that one. No, listen, the only way I can be consistent to you guys, the only way I can keep my emotion out of it is to believe the test. And right now, all we know is that he failed the test. So objective one of my point tonight is to let everybody know who's saying, oh, now you backing up Ryan Garcia. No, I'm not. Ryan Garcia failed a test, and now he's scrambling, and now he's making excuses. And if you also follow our Twitter, you will see that we actually contacted the people who he was accusing with the vitamins, saying they came out and they responded, and it's right there on our page, where they said, no, these vitamins do not have. It's late at night, guys. I had all this shit memorized, but whatever the hell PED he fell for. Now, since we started this, word's coming out that he failed a second. There's a second PED that was found in him. I can't even speak on. So I got more to say, but Corey, that's my opinion on Ryan Garcia. Now I'll throw it to you, dog, on Ryan Garcia, because I got some shit to say on the other side here in a bit.
I agree with what you say. It say he failed, right? But it's astonishing to me, right? You know, because I got to keep it fair all across the board, right? I know you want to talk about, you say Miss Cutie Pie with an asterisk. When she failed, it came out immediately. When Alicia Baumgartner failed, that news came out immediately, right? It say Ryan Garcia failed. I'm not saying he failed. I'm not saying he didn't. But the only thing I think about is it took 2 weeks for this to come out. Now, see, when we talk about conspiracy theories, right? Ryan Garcia said a lot of things. A lot of things.
Because you're gonna fuel me.
He said a lot of things to a lot of high people who live in this world. Like he did, and whether you believe it or not, you know you have people who actually run this world in high places, right? And everybody around the world, they thought 99.99999% that Devin Haney was going to go in here and watch this guy. And Ryan Garcia did the unthinkable. But to a lot of people on the outside, it could probably be the unthinkable. But if you go now back and look at our Ryan Garcia videos, he told us exactly what he was going to do, right? So it's strange to me that this news come out 2 weeks later than when other drug tests and people fail, they come out immediately, 1-2 days later. How did this take 2 weeks, JJ, to come out? That's my only question about it. That's what makes this questionable. It took 2 long weeks for this to come out when it's usually if a fighter pops 30, it's gonna come out immediately. And like Ryan Garcia stated, whether you like the thing he stated or not, right? Victor Conte, you know, the GOAT. When I tell you the GOAT, it's with capital letters. You talk about what they call it, Wild JJ, when you put 4 people on it. What they call it?
The what?
You know, when you have 4 head, you know, like it have like the president or whatever.
Oh,
all
Mount
his head.
Rushmore. Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
man. All when it come.
Real quick. I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. So I trust Jam and listen because he's on this shit. So and we heard about the second drug. Vada already confirmed it that he failed his B sample. So the B samples failed. Okay, so I do. So before you go on, because I am going to piggyback what you said, because I agree with what you said, but I want, because there's a lot of dumb sons of bitches, and this is something that's very important to me, is PEDs and fighter safety. I don't want. I want you to restate again how you feeling about Ryan Garcia and as his accusations at the moment before you talk about the other shit.
No, he failed.
All right.
Right? If the A and B sample is there, he failed.
All right. Yeah,
JJ,
I just wanted that part to be stated
it's
before.
like it's like it ain't no going away from that. He failed, right? He failed the test. Not one time, but two times. It's just clear cut, no debating. It ain't no way around it. Ryan Garcia failed the test two times.
All
Clear
right.
cut,
All
no
right. Yeah.
debating.
I can now get to the real shit that I want to talk
But
about. Yes.
how did it take 2 weeks for this to come out? That is mind-boggling, and it's something that's unfathomable to even think about in my thoughts to try to process. How did it take this long? That's my only question. Did Ryan Garcia fail? Test one, test two? Absolutely.
But you were about to talk
But
about Victor Conti.
yeah, Victor Conte. Um, he's the GOAT of Mount Rushmore's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The GOAT. How did they let this despicable dude who said that he could pass any drug test, right, ever, you know, um, pass any drug test, who, what I heard, helped Vada create the system, right, JJ? And to me, that's unfathomable because people be like, oh, he did his time. No, when you tell everybody you can pass a drug test, any drug test, and when you do that, you shouldn't be welcome into any sport. And this dude is welcome into boxing. That's why people try to get mad at me when I said, like, why is Devin Haney was snake? Why is Terrence Crawford was snake? Why are all these fighters with snake? How is boxing letting this guy in when this guy said he could beat any drug test? So that's the thing with me. And then think about it. So that's just my point on it.
Yeah. So let me get in on this. All right. Because I've been.
Put the camera on you, Jay.
Yeah. Hold on real quick. All right. I will hear in a bit. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll put it on. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. All right. And I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. All right. I want y'all to make sure y'all listen to what I'm saying, please. I'm very adamant, even before the B sample or anything. Like I said, when tests come out, where there's smoke, there's fire. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to trust the test. I have a responsibility to you. I know we're just little old spit bucket. I know that we only have 2,000 subscribers. I know that, but we still have a responsibility to keep it consistent to you guys. So I trust the test. That's the only way I'm going to not have to sit here and pick people. All right. Now, the test came out. Ryan Garcia failed. What did Ryan Garcia do? He started accusing what? Victor Conti. Victor Conti. This is where I went nuts on Twitter today, and people started coming at me like I was defending Ryan Garcia. No, I am not. Victor Conti is a convicted felon. He is a convicted felon. He is banned from other sports, starting with baseball. All right. I understand second chances. I understand forgiveness. I understand all of that. I promise you, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for those things. I am grateful for second chances and I'm thankful for forgiveness. I believe in all those things, right? Victor Conti prided himself in not getting caught. That's what he did. He didn't get caught. He cheated the system. He knew how to get around it. That same Victor Conti that got banned from other sports and served prison time gets welcomed by boxing. I'm talking to boxing right now because you're not going to talk to Ryan Garcia fans right now because they are convinced They are convinced that their guy is being honest, and all of these things have happened to him, and now he's getting attacked from all angles. They're convinced. So you can't talk to him. That's not who I'm talking to. Your guy failed the drug test. I'm talking to boxing. Why did we let in a convicted felon? Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. Hell, Ryan Garcia was even rocking snack shit. All of you guys that work with snack don't need snack. All he does is provide an unnecessary shadow of a doubt to all of your greatness. Everything that you've been working so hard for. I'm not saying y'all have cheated. I don't think any of y'all have cheated. I think y'all been busting y'all's ass too hard. Y'all wrap yourselves up with Victor Conti and you wear his shit all over the place. Guys, this is Victor Conti. What do you think people are going to think? So the reason I got so upset at the pictures with Victor Conti and Devin Haney is because, not because I think Devin Haney is cheating, not because I'm deflecting, but because all these crazy asses who believe everything Ryan Garcia says, now you've given him something to believe. Oh, well, that guy's a drug cheat. That guy's a convicted felon. You gave them ammo. You gave them ammunition for their conspiracy theories. By having a guy who is a cheat, he's a cheat in your sport, you create an unnecessary shadow of a doubt. On top of all the other bullshit where everybody's like, you don't believe in second chances. You don't believe in forgiveness. You don't believe in none of that. Listen, there's a ton of other sports you can do your redemption tour on. There's so many. Don't come to the sport where people die every year, where people are brain dead every year. Don't come to that sport for your redemption tour. Go to another sport for your redemption tour, Victor. I'm sure you're a great guy. I'm sure you're fun to tell stories with and drink a beer with. Don't come to the sport where people die and try to convince us that you're a changed man. Because you know why, dude? That's too risky. Because if you're not a changed man, people die. People get hurt. You told us that you are undetectable. You told us that you're the genius. Why are we letting you in? By letting you in, now we've given other people all these great conspiracy theories. Thanks a lot, Victor Conti. And man, Devin, Bud, Shakur, you guys are great. You don't need to be rocking this guy's bullshit, man. I don't care what he's paying for. That's my rant. It has nothing to do with me thinking Ryan Garcia is innocent. It has to do with let's stop giving people who don't know boxing a reason to think that we're being shady by having the godfather of PEDs representing you. Corey, did I lose you? I think I did.
Nah.
Oh, well, we're back. Oh, my God. I've been getting roasted, Corey, on Twitter. People thinking I'm like defending stuff. I'm not talking to Ryan Garcia's fans, bro. You can't. And listen, and I know you're on mute, by the way. And I hear some of the things you're saying, and I hear some of the suspicion. But where do you think that suspicion comes from? That comes from because there's that guy over there with the snack stuff. If that guy over there didn't exist, that conversation wouldn't even be happening, bro. And that's why I'm so angry, man.
No, and that was a hell of a breakdown, and just talking about it, Jay. Like that's why I say I don't understand. Like Ryan Garcia tested positive. I'm not going against that. Like, but can you tell me have it ever took this long, JJ?
Man, and I don't know the fact, like, dude, it's so convoluted, which is a whole nother problem. Like, how long it takes. I mean, I know it's not a pregnancy test. You don't just piss on it and it tells you if you're cheating or not. It takes weeks. I know that he tested on the day before the fight, and I know it takes 48, 72 hours to get I don't know those things. But what as whatever the hell you want to call us, boxing media, we have a responsibility, bro, to hold these guys accountable, man. And it bothers me when people start taking an emotion because Ryan Garcia pulled off an upset because Devin Haney's associated with Victor Conti, then there's a conspiracy. Yeah, that's an easy thing to reach for, but he failed the test. Nothing else should matter. I see what you're saying. And what you're saying is the reason I've been so frustrated is because we let him in. We did. Everybody on this panel, everybody who we let in Victor Conti. Like it's and nobody said anything. Oh, it's just Victor. Oh, the old baseball guy who went to prison for cheating and all that shit. How? Why? Not even the UFC let him in, bro. The UFC, they got smart.
No, I know, bro. This is a democracy, man. And, it's a democracy. Shout out to the chat. Reach a message, Jay. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, it's a democracy, man. Yeah, on your phone.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, it's late, bro. Okay. You all right, bro?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, let's go and wrap it up. Guys, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Big fight tomorrow. Y'all do y'all's thing. We hate for the sudden exit, but we appreciate y'all tuning in and all that good stuff. Y'all holler at us tomorrow. We're gonna get on here for a post-fight coverage and we'll go from there. But yeah, we appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on here from the 214 to across the pond. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share.
All right, y'all take it easy. This is JJ Solomon.
This Corey Branch out, Mr. RTBA. Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast.